We have Invest 96W, also a low pressure area according to Pagasa and JMA, right over Guam in the Southern Mariana Islands, where in fact a small craft advisory is in place today, as well as a flood watch due to the heavy precipitation we're seeing out of this right there. So this tropical wave already having some impacts, and I do anticipate it to kind of get some act together as it tracks off here towards the west. I'm meteorologist Robert Spena, always doing my best to inform, educate, and give you the latest information on what we're tracking out here in the tropics. And today, of course, it is this low pressure area. Now, this Invest, and it does look like a lot of the ensembles kind of bringing it here towards northern areas of Luzon, potentially as a named storm system by the end of the week, heading into the weekend. We take a look at microwave imagery. It has a lot of moisture to work with at this time. Sea surface temperatures just towards the east of the Philippines running about, well, still a half a degree to about 1.5 degree above average out here. We do have, well, some relative cooling west of the Philippines. Kind of interesting. I think this is due to a lot of upwelling due to all the storms we've been seeing in that area. But the point is, it definitely is moving into an area favorable for intensification. And this is your Google DeepMind, kind of the ensembles indicating that this could be developing, pulling towards the west. And we're seeing more and more. Kind of take a look at this approaching, and based on the wind legend here, these areas in the reds indicating a Cat 2 to a Cat 3 potentially coming on shore according to this AI model. We can even flip it over looking ahead into Saturday per the ECMWF, a named storm off of the northeast coast of Luzon, and the GFS even has it a little bit further towards the north towards Luzon Strait. What we have seen recently though with a lot of these numerical models is the fact that they have been leaning too far north in their guidance. And what I mean by that, if we look back at like Opong, what was the one right before that? Mirasol, the models were suggesting they would go further north than what they actually did. They would trend further towards the south, a little bit closer to Luzon, or in Opong's case, it passed south of Manila, over towards like the Mindoro area, impacted the Batanes Islands. So just taking that into account, if we take a look at the ECMWF here as we go ahead into Saturday, I would, even without looking at the Google DeepMind model, I would sit here and say, yeah, this probably would shift further towards the south, closer to Isabella, Aurora type area, just based on the trends we have been seeing recently. And then you take that DeepMind into account, and we just take a look at where the ensembles are right now, and you can just take a look, and that basically sums it up. The center of a lot of this big cluster right in here is a little further towards the south. Compare that up with the ECMWF. It has it clustered further off here towards the north here. So it's important to know what has happened in the past so you don't kind of fall into that trap again, right? The whole fool me once, you got me. Fool me twice, it's my fault. Fool me multiple times because this has happened over and over again. Well, then you're just being silly and you're blindly following some of the numerical models. I think these pictures are really great, but I just want to stress that they have been trending further towards the south. So make sure you continue to check back in for more information, guys, on this. Know your information through official sources. I am not an official source by any means. I just try my best to inform, educate, give you the latest information on what we have going on out here. So at least for today, heading into our Thursday, we still got some scattered showers across a good portion of the Philippines. We're not quite into that tropical setup yet. Of course, this is still out there into the Philippine Sea. We're more at standby and wait type scenario where we want to just kind of prep up for yet another storm system, especially for central and northern areas of Luzon. It's not saying 100% it would happen, just based on all the guidance we're getting at this time. So big shout out to our Patreon members, by the way, who support this channel. Below me here is Front Runner Financial. You see them. Sponsor, they donate, it's a tier on our Patreon. So if you want to be part of that tier, maybe you got a small business or something like that, you want to support a channel like this, check them out. Link is down below. All right, so yeah, that's what we got going on for today. It's all about where this is now, where it is headed. At least if you're in Guam, you're getting a little bit of rain at this point. But I'm more curious how this is going to develop and move off towards the west over the upcoming days. But right now, pretty interesting area of convection. And I tell you, if I just showed up on the scene right now with no added information, just a satellite picture and my knowledge of the WestPac, I would see this and go, okay, that's interesting, and that probably is going to develop into something. No context outside of it's October and here's a satellite picture. I would probably do that just based on 20 years of experience doing this, looking at countless satellite photos. Goodness gracious, so many. So I kind of gotten to that point where I see it and I go, all right, not to fall into that trap, but just based on the look alone. So I'm going to keep you guys posted. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Number one thing, of course, is stay safe out there. All right.